Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Carolyn, and today I have another pick a pile reading for you guys. But today's pick a pile reading is going to be a bit different. Instead of having you choose from different piles, I'm going to be putting angel numbers up on the screen. And so if you've been seeing one of these angel numbers recently, or if you're drawn to a specific one, then I'm going to have the timestamps in the description box down below. This video is going to focus on our spirit guides and what messages they have been trying to show us through these angel numbers to kind of give you some clarity and insight on why you might be seeing them. And so I thought this would be a fun way to understand the messages that your spirit guides have been trying to give you through these angel numbers. And if you've been seeing other angel numbers that aren't in this video, let me know in the comments down below, and I would always be willing to make more videos like this. I also want to add right before we jump into the readings that I post these videos 4 times a week. So if you like them, please hit subscribe and also give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps my channel out. And with all that being said, I'm going to jump right along into the readings. So for those of you who have been seeing angel number 242, starting off, that angel number is all about manifestations and attracting what you want to you, because it's made up of numbers 2 and 4. 2 is all about communication, working with one another and having a lot of teamwork and having a partnership that works for you. So it's about really relying on others in a way that's beneficial for you and being able to communicate yourselves clearly. And 4 is all about security, stability, building that foundation. And so when you combine them all, they make number 8, and that to me is always about infinity, and it's a very strong manifesting number. So the number 242 to me is saying that you have all the tools you need to become a really good manifester, and that's reflected in the cards. You have communication is key. And so I feel like this is your spirit guides saying that they are constantly communicating to you. You might not realize it, you may not notice it, but they are there. When I was actually shuffling the cards, you had a lot of cards originally fly out using the Moonology deck. And so I really feel like they are with you in every aspect of your life, and they are giving you multiple messages at once. Like they have a lot to say. They too are acting very much like Geminis, where they have a lot of energy and want you to notice it. And they're trying to get you to pay attention to them so that you notice it, that you understand them. And so definitely I would open your eyes up and start paying attention to them. I feel like some of you guys, they are trying to show you a new path, a new door. It's like something is open and you're not seeing it. It's like you're acting like it's not there. They are trying to point you in a new direction that's meant for you. They don't want you to run anymore, especially because you guys have courage. And with the Magician card, there is a bunch of skeletons around her, like she is nervous, like she's apprehensive. And then you have the Change card. So I really feel like this is a sign from your spirit guides that you were changing your life, or that you were going through a transformative period, and they are pushing you towards this because it's the best thing for you, because they want you to take control over your life with that Sovereignty card. They know all the potential you have. They know how powerful you are. I feel like you guys underestimate just how powerful of a manifestor you are, because you have the Magician, you have Sovereignty, you have abundance, and then you have the Page of Pentacles. So it's like everything's coming together for you. And especially those of you who are trying to attract abundance and money and career related things, you're on track for that. This is confirmation from your spirit guides that you're being pushed in that direction. You're not there yet. You're not the King of Pentacles yet. You're the Page. You're just starting out, but this change that's going to happen in your life is good. And I feel like you need to commit to it and let go of your fears, let go of your doubts, because they have your back and they're not pushing you towards anything you can't handle. I feel like with the Ace of Cups that you allow your emotions to take over you, that they overwhelm you, and some of you guys could have anxiety. And I feel like this is your spirit guides trying to connect with you, tell you that it's going to be okay. You don't have to stress. You don't have to worry anymore. And especially those of you who have been stressed about money, about finances, about how you're going to pay your bills, I feel like things are all going to work out for you. I feel like you're taking the right steps that you need to. You just need to listen to the things they're trying to tell you. I feel like they are really pushing you towards something that's out of your comfort zone, and you just have to go with it. I almost feel like you guys need to stop resisting them. Just allow good things to happen to you and know that you're worth it. If you're not resisting, just know that you are capable of this and that this change is coming for you. And I feel like some of you guys, you're not resisting. You've been waiting for it and you're like, when is it coming? I've been waiting forever. I feel like this change is coming into effect soon, and it's going to be little by little. You're still the Page. You still have a lot more to learn, and so they don't want to throw everything at you at once, because then you're not going to know what to do and you're going to completely crack under the pressure. So they're trying to make it in a way where it's sustainable for you, because remember, you have that 4 energy where it's all about structure, security, knowing what you're doing. They're building the foundation first. They don't want to give you a roof when you have nothing under it. So they're trying to make sure that everything's balanced. It's all coming in divine timing, but you're on the right track. You're manifesting manifesting it into your life. It just might be taking a slower time than you thought, but it's still on the way, and they're telling you that they haven't forgotten about you, that they have your back. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the charm part of the reading, and we'll see what they have to say. So what's really interesting about your charms is that they're more so in the middle of the board. None of them have really reached the shore yet. And so what that's telling me is that the messages your angels are trying to show you, this change that's going to happen, has not occurred yet. It's still on its way. It's happening very little, and so you're not even noticing it. But it's definitely close to you, because real close to the shore that's almost there, you have the dream catcher. And so that represents your dreams and your hopes and your wishes and your desires. And then you have the hula girl and the dog tag that says believe. And so what that's telling me is that this dream is going to allow you to relax, allow you to just believe and trust in yourself, and know that you don't have to stress anymore, that there's going to be a period that's coming real soon to you where you're able to just enjoy things. And with the bow charm, the phrase that's popping into my head is that everything's tied up neatly with a bow. And so I feel like that's what's going to happen to your life. Things might not make sense yet, but soon everything's going to make sense. Your dreams are all going to come true. You just have to believe in yourself, and then you're going to be able to relax, and everything's going to be okay. Because you're at the fear charm in the ponytail, and what the ponytail represents to me, it's like a circle of protection. So because you have your fear in the middle of the protection circle, it's telling me that you don't have to worry about your fears. Your spirit guides have your back, and they're telling you that these fears are simply just fears. They're just in your head, and you don't have to worry about them, because that bird is flying and it's soaring past them, and it's like these messages are being sent to your subconscious, and you just need to understand them and retain them. And then for your chakras, you have the sacral chakra represented twice, and then you have the solar plexus. And so that is all about your willpower, your determination, and your passion for things. And so this is a message and confirmation from your spirit guides that your passions are paying off, that what you want is paying off. Your hard work for things is being rewarded. You just have to listen and be that owl. You have two charms that represent the owl, and the one always looks like a mask to me, and it's face down. And so it's telling me that the mask you've been presenting to the world is going to fall away. You're going to allow wisdom to take over you, and I really feel like you're going to reach a period where you are just very peaceful, you are very calm, and it's like even though there's change and transformation around you, once you reach the shore where it's pushing you towards, you're going to be completely relaxed. You're not going to have to stress and worry anymore. And so I really feel like if you've been seeing the numbers 242, that this is confirmation from your spirit guides that your hard work is going to pay off, that you're going to reach a point where you can just relax and where things are just working for you. Right now you're in that period where things are changing and you're transforming, but you're being pushed in the right direction. Even if it feels like a drastic change, just listen to your intuition, trust your instincts, and pay attention to the messages around you, because it's not going to push you in the wrong direction. Even when you start to doubt yourself, just remember you need to believe in yourself, because you're not steering yourself in a wrong direction. Everything is going to lead you where you need to be, even if it doesn't make sense now. And so I feel like that's just what your spirit guides want you to know, that they have your back and that things are going to be fine, that you are manifesting what you want. And even though the path might not be how you thought it was going to happen, you are still going to be happy in the end, and everything's going to be okay. So I hope this resonates for you guys. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe. I post these videos 4 times a week, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Have a good one. Bye. So those of you who have been seeing the angel number 555, I'm getting the sense that you are not grounded. I feel like you do not know where you're going anymore, and so your spirit guides are trying to say, hey, hold up, you need to change. Like, what are you doing? What's the plan? Because I feel like you have all this energy in you with that Ace of Wands, but it's like you don't have anywhere to put it, because you're not actually putting it into any one thing. I feel like you are someone where you're bouncing around from a lot of different things, or you're just not fully invested in them. You don't feel like you're really matching up with what your soul wants to do. And so it's like you're not invested in things because you're kind of just waiting them out. You don't feel like you're doing things to the best of your ability, and you feel that. I feel like it's making you like pull back even more, when really I feel like what you need to do is you need to think about things. You need to make a new plan. The full moon in Taurus card says that your dreams need a practical plan. So it's like you need to figure out what it is you truly want to do, what is truly going to make you happy. I feel like with that 4 directions card, that it's like you're being pulled in so many different directions. You just need to focus on where you actually want to go, and then you can bring in that path card, and then you can get where you want to go. Because with angel number 555, it's all about 5 energy, and 5 is all about change, transformation, growth, evolution. Sometimes it's negative, sometimes it's chaos, but that's because we have to address what's not working in order to move on. And so I feel like this is a message from your spirit guides that this might be a painful change, that it might not be what you want to do. With that 9 of Wands, it's going to be challenging. It's not going to be easy, but that kindred partnership, you are not matching where you want to be. You are not truly representing who your soul is because you don't feel connected with your life path. I feel like some of you guys are actually being told that you are breaking some sort of generational cycle, something that has either followed your actual family tree in this lifetime or something that's been going through karmically for your past life's generations, because you have that 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like this is some sort of change where it's like you're ending the cycle. It's like you're finally stopping it, and I feel like you're finally waking up. I feel like some of you guys are actually having a spiritual awakening, and that's why you have been seeing this number, because it's time for you to actually figure out what your purpose is, what your mission is in this lifetime, so that you can be productive, so that you can be the best person that you can be. Because right now you're doing things that don't fit with you. I also feel like some of you guys are doing unhealthy things, and this is your spirit guides telling you you need to stop that. You need to get back on track. You need to stop hanging out with this person or doing this activity. You need to come back, bring balance into your life, and know what is actually right for you. Don't put yourself in situations that don't serve you. It's all about doing what is best for you, what's actually going to lead you to the best version of yourself. And now I'm going to pull out my charms and we're going to see what they have to say. So right away, the first thing that I noticed when looking at your charms, it's that right down here on the shore, we have the skull. And so what that represents to me, that's much like the death card in tarot, which that's not actual death, so don't get scared with that. But death is all about change and transformation, and that's exactly what this energy is. And the reason that I think it's so funny is that it's on the shore, is that the shore here represents kind of what is going on currently in our lives and what is going on in our conscious minds. And so it's like, you know, this change is happening. You might be resisting it, you might not want it to happen, but you know that it's going to happen regardless of what you want, because it's already happening around you. And I feel like a lot of your issues could be the fact that you're trying to hold on too tightly to what you have. You really need to step back and let it all go, because if you try and hold on to what you don't need, it's going to make things feel 10 times harder. Up here at the top too, we have the ponytail, and what that represents to me is like a circle of protection. And then we have the gold chain, and that to me always represents cycles and things that we're going through. And so the fact that it's in the protection circle and that's kind of crinkled up kind of shows me that you are breaking some sort of cycle, or that there's some sort of cycle that's being divinely protected, and the car is flipped over on its side. And I feel like that's almost like it's trying to flip all the way over, like you're trying to actually break this cycle, like you're trying to change course, change direction, and do something unexpected. And so I definitely feel like that is confirmation about this changing energy that's going to be breaking something. It's taking you off the current path onto a different path. I really feel like that is what's going on right now, is that your guides are trying to tell you, hey, you are not happy. This is not working for you. We need to figure out what is going to work for you. And so they're trying to push you away from what's not working into a new situation that's going to be better for you. And as far as your chakras go, you have all of them here except the third eye chakra. That's protected with the ponytail, but it's facing downwards, which tells me that it's blocked. And I feel like that's what's going on with you guys. I feel like you guys are having a spiritual awakening, but you are not yet seeing things properly. You are not yet in that mindset. You are still going through your spiritual awakening, or you're leveling up to a different level of it. And you need to stop resisting, because it's going to happen regardless if you're ready or not, because you have that bird that's flying to shore. It's like all these changes, all this transformation, you know what's happening, and you're going to raise your vibration to a higher level. You just have to stop fighting it. With that owl charm that's hidden under the hula girl, you definitely have a lot of wisdom in you. You definitely have a lot of things that you have not seen yet, because they're blocked and they're hidden within you. I feel like maybe some of you guys, astral traveling is a part of your current path or your previous lifetimes. So I would recommend looking into that. And then for your zodiac charms, you have intuitive and you have courageous. So you have Aries and Pisces, and you could have these zodiacs in your own chart, or these could be energies of the people that you're dealing with. But I also feel like if we look at Pisces and intuitive, that's being pushed to the surface. So that's about you opening up your intuitive abilities. And Pisces is the dreamers of the zodiac. I feel like that's kind of who you are embodying right now. It's like you're in this dream-like state and you're not really grounded. Your plans need a practical plan. So it's like regrounding, allowing yourself to not be in dreamland all the time. Find some practicality to things. Actually become grounded and make a plan that works for you. And then with that Aries energy, it's more so hidden in your subconscious. I feel like you have a lot of fire, you have a lot of passion, you have a lot of drive, but you don't really know how to explain yourself that well or how to show that to the world. So it kind of comes off as you just being aggressive for no reason. And I feel like you can be like really sweet or really aggressive and you don't know the in between. And so this is just a sign from your spirit guides to pay attention to this Aries energy. Understand that you have a lot of passion, but put that passion into something now. Don't just let it burn out, because it's making you frustrated that you can't do anything that you want. It's making you feel like you're stuck and you're stagnant, and you don't need to be, because if you keep that energy bottled up, eventually that Aries, it's fire, it's going to end up burning you. And so you need to bring that into the light, push it towards the surface, so that you are actually able to create passionate change in your life and do something that makes you happier, so you can put all that energy into it, that you're not just stuck with what you're doing. And I also think it's very fitting that Pisces and Aries, Pisces ends the zodiac and Aries starts it. And so it's like ending one cycle that's currently going on and starting a new cycle that's in your subconscious that has yet to be discovered. And so I feel like you're going to move from this Pisces energy into this Aries energy, and it's going to be like a rebirth for you, and that's part of the cycle that you're ending. And I'm also sensing with the fear charm that you guys are scared, that you're doubting yourselves, but you have the owl and the believe dog tag on top of that. So it's telling me that even though you're fearful, you have the wisdom to overcome it. You don't need to be held back by your fears, because you're smarter than them. You have practical solutions. You just need to implement them, and don't let your imagination get the best of you, because while it can be a blessing and actually give you a lot of inspiration, it can also be your downfall if you're always thinking about the what ifs and the things that can go wrong. It's about using your intuition, knowing, hey, that's not actually going to happen. This is what can actually happen, and this is how I'm prepared for it. And so it's about learning how to be one step ahead of everything at all times. But I definitely feel like this is a message from your spirit guide saying there's change coming, you're ending a cycle and starting a new one, and don't doubt yourself. Don't be afraid of this change, because it's going to be a good blessing to you, and you're going to feel so much happier, because now you're going to have a place to actually direct your energy into and not just feel like you're stuck and stagnant anymore. So I hope this resonates. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you see when I upload other videos like this. I post videos like this 4 times a week, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Have a good one. Bye. So those of you who have been seeing angel number 818, so if you take the angel number 818 and you break it down, you have 8 plus 8 equals 16, and then you add the 1, that's 17. It reduces back down to another 8. And 8 is all about manifestations. So this is telling me that you are attracting manifestations towards you, that you are really able to make things happen. And then if we look at your cards, you have action followed by realization. And so this is telling me that it's like, you know that you're manifesting, you know that you are attracting things you want into your life, and you have your dreams in a practical plan. I feel like this is a message from your spirit guides that it's time for you to take action on your manifestations. Use it to your advantage, because you have that Page of Wands, which talks about adventure, which talks about a new journey. And so it's like understanding that you're a great manifester, understanding that you can manifest whatever you want, and taking action to manifest the things you want out of life. You have financial constraints reversed, which is telling me that you are not going to have financial constraints anymore. You are manifesting your way out of a bad situation, or you are manifesting better things towards you. You're not going to be held back by things anymore. And that's why you have the 6 of Cups reversed, because it's like you're creating new, happier memories. And whatever things happened in the past, you're letting them stay in the past. You're not going to go and reflect and open up old wounds anymore. You are letting go of your anxieties with that 9 of Swords. You're not holding on to fear anymore. And if you have been doing all this stuff, if you haven't made the change yet, this is confirmation from your spirit guides that you need to let go, that you need to understand that you are attracting your thoughts. And so if you think negatively, you're going to have negative results. You need to change your mindset in order to influence your reality. The plan has to start within your mind, because if it doesn't start in your mind, it's not going to happen, because you need to step out of your comfort zone. You need to do things that scare you and not let that fear hold you back. You need to take a chance on yourself for once, because you have that new moon in Libra, which, yes, this could be an actual romance starting up for you guys, but more so it's about balance. It's about knowing that the scales are going to be even and that a new cycle is beginning. And so I feel like you were starting a new journey, and this is telling you that no matter how scary it is, everything is balanced. You are stable, you are grounded, and you have created a reality that is going to succeed. You are not in a position to fail, because the only way you can fail is with your mind. If you believe that you're going to succeed, then you're going to succeed. And this is your spirit guides confirming that for you. They are confirming the reality that you were trying to make happen. They have your back. They are watching over you. They want you to embrace the fears, because if you embrace the fears, then you overcome challenges and you prove to yourself that you can overcome anything. And then eventually you're not going to be scared anymore, because you're going to realize you have overcome everything. You have created a solution for every obstacle that has been thrown your way. You know you can overcome anything, and therefore you have unlimited possibilities. You are literally able to manifest anything. And so I feel like this is going to be a breakthrough that you guys are going to have, where things are just going to click, and you're going to force yourself to get out of your comfort zone and allow yourself to be scared and allow yourselves to receive abundance and blessings from the universe. This is your spirit guides saying that it's all going to work out how you want it to, and that you have the power within yourself to make the reality you want. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull out my charms and we'll see what they have to say. So to start off with your charms, you have the angel with the root chakra. And so what that's telling me is that your angels are keeping you grounded, that your spirit guides are watching you and they are bringing you back down to reality to keep this level head, to have this practical plan. They are watching over you. And I also feel like with the multiple rose charms that you have, that this is saying that you are fully blossoming, that you are coming into your power and you're about to fully bloom and things are going to be good for you. It's like you've been planting the seeds, you've been watering them, you've been tending to them, and now you're finally going to reap the rewards. And I feel like that divine timing is also represented with the clock, where it's like that's finally washing up to the shore. It's saying that it's finally going to be your divine time. Everything's going to come together soon. You just have to trust and believe. And with the ponytail, I always see that as the circle of protection. You have your sacral chakra, which is your passion, your heart chakra. Twice you have it in there. And then you have the dream catcher. Now the dream catcher is a little bit sprawled out, and so this is telling me that your dreams and your manifestations might be a little bit jumbled. You could be trying to manifest so many things at once that it's like the universe doesn't know what to give to you first, but they're all going to come to you. It's just they might come one after the other. So be very cautious of what you're manifesting, because you don't want anything to get lost in translation. But your angels and your guides are watching and they're listening and they're sending you protection and they're sending you the blessings that you want your way. And then in the dark water, you have the witch and the bird. And so this to me is talking about your subconscious, and it's telling me that you have the power to succeed within your subconscious. You're flying to freedom, and the witch reminds me of spells and how the words that we say out loud are spells. And so I feel like this is your subconscious and your spirit guides telling you you need to start positive affirmations. You need to start speaking what you want into existence, because your words carry power with them. And so it's being very deliberate with what you're asking for. Almost like, I'm being told it's almost like with a genie. You know how everyone's warned to be careful with your words? That's what your guides want you to know, that you need to be deliberate with your words and know what you're saying, know what you're wishing for, so that you don't end up hurting yourself by manifesting the things you don't want. Because that bird charm, you're going to be able to get whatever you want. How a bird can fly wherever it wants because it has its own set of wings, that's you with your ideas. Whenever you have a creative vision, you're going to be able to achieve it. You're going to be able to get it. And so what your guides want you to know by seeing the numbers 818, that you are manifesting, that you are attracting what you want into existence. Just be careful of what you are manifesting. Make sure it's what you actually want, and just know that they are sending it to you, but it's also your actions to go out and get it. You're not just going to sit on your couch and get everything handed to you. You are doing the necessary things to make these things come to you, where you are going to have blessings come your way. And it might feel like it's very easy, but it's not easy. It's just you worked hard for it and it's finally going to pay off. So I hope this resonates for you guys. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you see when I upload other videos like this. I post 4 videos like this a week, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye. So those of you who have been seeing angel number 333, this number is a very psychic number. It's when that's really related with unlocking your gifts, having a spiritual awakening, and going on your spiritual journey. A lot of times it's confirmation for intuitive messages and for psychic abilities that are opening up. So that's one thing to keep in mind while we're going through your reading today. The message that I'm picking up from your guides on why they've been sending you this number is that it's time for you to reevaluate things. I feel like you have been really grateful for things, and I think that's finally paying off, but I'm feeling like there's been some sort of energy where you haven't made up your mind yet. Like that Knight of Swords, where you have that Gemini energy reversed. It's like you don't know which lane to pick yet. And you have that back and forth card where it's like you haven't made up your mind yet. And I feel like this is your guide saying, hey, you need to focus. I feel like some of you guys are actually questioning your jobs and your careers, your life path, your purpose. I feel like you guys feel like something is not paying off. If you're questioning if you made the right choice, if you're doing what's right. And I feel like you just feel like you're in limbo, like nothing is happening, like you're not getting any answers, you're not getting any signs, you're not getting any confirmation. It feels like you're losing hope with that 5 of Pentacles. Like nothing's coming in. I feel like some of you guys, you might have recently lost your jobs, or you quit your job and you're just kind of like, what now? Like, what am I waiting for? And so I feel like this is a message from your spirit guides that you need to take some time, you need to self-reflect, find out what it is you want, and they are going to push you in the direction you need to go in because you have that healing light. I feel like a lot of you guys are empaths and light workers. I feel like you're supposed to have a life purpose that's bigger than what you originally thought. I feel like you could actually help heal people. I feel like some of you guys, you're going to go into an actual like medical field or something where you're able to help people in that regard, but I feel like others, you could find out that you have psychic abilities and you could start doing tarot cards, just something where you're able to connect with people and actually form a connection. I feel like for those of you that are empaths, this is also a sign from your spirit team that you need to shield yourself. This is going to be a smaller select few of you, but I feel like when you see this message of 333, pay attention to the people you're surrounding yourself with or what you're doing in that moment, because I feel like it's trying to remind you, hey, shield yourself, don't take on their drama, don't take on their issues, protect yourself from them. And some of you, this pops up when you're around some sort of narcissist that's in your life. But others, it's just a reminder that things are going to be okay, to trust, to believe in yourselves, and to not doubt things anymore, because I feel like there was a reason why you had to leave that old situation behind. It was meant to end. It was something that wasn't working anymore. It was already broken and you haven't been able to move on, is what it is. You're trying to glue a broken vase back together, but the pieces are so tiny that there's no point. You might as well just go out and get a new vase. And so your spirit team really just wants you to know that things are going to be okay, to understand that this pause, this break, there's a reason for it. It's a moment where you are able to take a pause and discover yourself. Figure out what it is that you need to do. Take time for self-reflection. Reflect on the people in your life. Reflect on what you've been doing with your life. And then make a decision. Quit going back and forth between things. Don't doubt yourself. If you are going back and forth because you doubt if you made the right choice, this is confirmation that you did make the right choice. That things are going to be okay. You just have to decide what is best for you, because whatever you put your mind to, your hard work is going to pay off. There's not going to be a doubt anymore. And so it's just committing to things now and not feeling like you always have to second guess yourself. And I feel like you need to evaluate the people in your life, because I feel like they could be the ones making you doubt yourself, and you don't need to do that anymore. Everything is working as it's meant to be, and you just need to trust to know that there's nothing that's a mistake for you. It's all learning lessons. It's all preparing you for the future. And yes, something might not have worked out now, but in the future, when you reach the same or similar circumstance, you're going to know how to react. You're going to know how to navigate it so that this situation does not repeat itself again. And now I'm going to go ahead and pull out the charms and see what they have to say. So with your charms, I think it's really interesting that you have nothing on the shore. And so what that's telling me is that you definitely are in a period where there's a pause, where there's almost like a hibernation, and that's good. You don't need to be so caught up in what's happening right now, because this is part of the long-term plan. So even though right now in the short term it's scary and your mind is really wandering, it's going to be okay. And a lot of this energy is taking place more in your subconscious mind, which is really interesting. I feel like with the telephone box that you have been communicating more. I feel like some of you guys, if you haven't, your guides are telling you to talk to them, write to them, contact them in some way that they're able to understand you better and to help you out. And I feel like they're trying to reach out to you too. I feel like they've been trying to get your attention. I feel like some of you guys, if you've been seeing a lot of birds, or if you have like a window and you look outside and maybe you have a bird feeder, or you see a lot of birds or something, that's a sign from them telling you that it's confirmation that they're with you, that they're protecting you. Because with that owl charm, it talks about having all this wisdom within you. And so I feel like they just want you to understand that you have a lot of wisdom in you. And everything that's going on now, it's meant to teach you lessons so you have even more wisdom as you move on throughout life. You always carry the wisdom with you. I feel like you were definitely fearful right now. I feel like you were really second guessing things. I feel like some of you guys, you don't have a complete block on your heart chakra yet, but you're starting to get blocks on your heart chakra. So really you need to balance things out, let go of the fear, and heal that heart chakra. I feel like you guys are scared, but I also feel like there's some sort of like blind optimism, almost like the Fool card energy, where it's like even though it's scary, even though things aren't making sense, it's like you're closing your eyes and just walking off that cliff. I feel like if you are fearful, if you have been afraid, this is like what your spirit guides are telling you to do, is just to blindly trust. Like even if it doesn't make sense, even if you look crazy and you're called the Fool, it's gonna be okay. It's like with the Santa charm, that's what kids believe in, because their imagination has not been hindered yet. And when kids fall down and they make a mistake, they get right back up because they don't know any better. And that's what your spirit guides are telling you to do. It's like just trust, and if you fail, get up and try again, because now you know what not to do. Now you know what to avoid. And so it's like this fear, let go of it. And I feel like you're allowing yourself to learn from this, to grow from this, and not hold yourself in this box. And I feel like the people around you were trying to hold you in this box, and your guides are saying you don't need that. Trust yourself, trust your intuition. You know you're going to be okay. Trust that. And I just saw that the Cancer charm says imaginative, which is so fitting, because that's exactly what your spirit guides want you to do. It's allow your imagination to take control. And then if we look at the charms that are in your subconscious, I just turned over the Scorpio charm and it says passionate. And so in your subconscious is your passions. I feel like some of you guys, you ended this thing to follow your passions, and people are calling you crazy and they're saying you're the Fool because it hasn't panned panned out. But you have the confirmation charm, and with the clock tower, it's saying with divine time, there's going to be confirmation that your passions are going to succeed, and you know this in your subconscious. In your subconscious, you have positive thoughts. It's in your external reality where you have all these people putting doubts into your heads. So protect yourself from that. Allow your imagination to take control, because it's going to lead you where you need to be. Yes, things are slow. Yes, they might not be progressing how you want them to or how others expect, but it's all going to come together. It's all going to make sense. And so this is confirmation from your spirit guides that you just need to trust yourself, allow yourself to go on this journey, and let it lead you where you're meant to be. You don't have to do anything by anyone else's standards or their schedule. Do what feels right to you, and don't let this fear hold you back. Just be a child and get back up when you fall down. So I hope this resonates for you guys. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you see when I upload other videos like this. I post them 4 times a week, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Have a good one. Bye.